What's going on, YouTube? Happy Thursday. Let's get right into it. I'm just going to ask a simple question, and I hope that those of you who are watching this channel are already doing something similar to this. Um, when I read David Bach's book a long time ago called The Automatic Millionaire, one thing he had in that book was called the Latte Factor. And basically he was saying that for those of people who actually go out and buy cups of coffee, I mean, I don't know, I don't drink coffee myself, thank God. So I don't know what actually Starbucks costs these days. Maybe they're $5 a coffee, $4 a coffee. I don't know what it is. But basically he was saying that if one was to stop going to the coffee and pay themselves that money that they were spending at Starbucks, over a long period of time, they could have the equivalent, of course, with interest and things like that, they can have the equivalent of $1 million or more. So, my question is not really that, but my question is this, and this was also talked about in, and I recommend this book also, The Richest Man in Babylon. Do you save at least 10% of everything that comes into your home? Meaning you put that into account. Not talking about your 401k and things like that, because that's something you basically have to do. Because a lot of us, when it comes to open up a business, and I talk about business, a lot of people say, well, I don't have the money to open a business. And there was a statistic that I heard Dave Ramsey talk about yesterday. He said that according to the Wall Street Journal, 70%, hear me out now, 70% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. Now, that's very strange to me. I'll tell you why. Because, we're spending all this time worrying about who's going into the White House next and talking about the Republican side and what Barack Obama is not doing and all this other kind of stuff. We spend all this time talking about this. But we could be such a strong nation if we actually started inside our home. You see, that whole paycheck to paycheck living has nothing to do with the government, nothing to do with Barack Obama, nothing to do with any of the Republican candidates that are running for presidency. Nothing. The only person that paycheck to paycheck living has to do with is you. Only you. No one makes you go out and spend all the money you have on clothes. One place I hate going, and when I go there, I just go there to visit a friend, is inside of the mall. Because I see so much sickness of people just walking around the mall like zombies. When I used to have my kiosk there, I would see the same people over and over and over and over again buying clothes. For who? What happened to the clothes you just bought last week? And all the other clothes in your closet? Are you trying to impress? But this paycheck to paycheck living, the cars, the houses, and all these other kind of stuff. So my question is to you, and some of you may be brave enough to answer this question, some of you may not. But I'm challenging you today because you got to know who you are. Are you a paycheck to paycheck person? If so, stop today. Stop the bad habits today. Doesn't make sense. We can start in our own home, America, and anyone listening across the world, because America is not the only country that is going through financial trouble at this time. So just think, if the citizens around the world had a big abundance of money just sitting around waiting for emergencies and things of that nature, we probably would have less whining going on in the world. My opinion. So, I just want to throw it out there today that if you can maybe just cut back on the Starbucks, cut back on the going out to eat during the lunchtime and at dinner and cook at home, give away the sell your new cars and buy cars from auctions. One day I'm going to do a video about this, about buying cars from auctions for a small price compared to what you're getting charge at these used car lots and car lots, which is ridiculous, you know? So, with that said, guys, thank you guys for watching the channel. Please subscribe. Thank you guys for listening. Without anyone listening, I wouldn't have anyone to talk to. So with that said, guys, thanks again, and until next time, signing off.